The No Fate channel, checking in. In just a few minutes, this car is going to be packed with the Rugrats. We're going to head down to Gillette Stadium at Foxboro, Massachusetts to see some lights, some Christmas lights to be exact. So many of you folks are looking for activities to do with your kids in the wintertime. You're looking for safe activities in 2020, and hopefully this is going to be one of them. Fingers crossed. We signed up for these Christmas lights in Gillette, and they're almost sold out, but they're probably going to be doing it further into the season than they normally would, given that it's 2020. And if you don't live in Massachusetts, there's probably something similar in your neck of the woods, and hopefully this is going to give you a good idea if it's something that your kids are going to enjoy. For reference, the two Rugrats that I'm going to have behind me are going to be 6 and 2 1/4 years old, if you are keeping track. But rather than shoot the intro with them in here, I figured let's just get this done without the craziness. We do got some Pirates booty. We have a lot of snacks. We have an hour car ride, so we're going to be actually eating dinner, like faux dinner in the car. It's a surprise. We haven't told my oldest son where we're headed, but we're all dressed up in our Christmas gear, and we all have the same matching family art clothing on, just to kind of keep some sense of fun and entertainment, and try to make this as much of a good theme for the light show that we're going to see as possible, and hopefully the kids will enjoy it. If this is your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I am dedicated to helping you dads and moms be great parents to your kids and still accomplish your own personal goals. And 2020 has definitely put a wrinkle into all of our plans as parents on trying to keep our kids educated and entertained. And I think this winter is going to be tougher than usual, but hopefully this is going to be one of those things that's going to turn out to be a bonus and something that we might be able to do more than once. Tyler, you having fun?
Yeah. Mommy.
So we are back, and my 6-year-old and my 2-year-old absolutely had a ball. The adults, nah. So let me just go over how it works, and then we'll talk about some of the pros and cons with regards to what we finally thought about it. You show up, you scan your ticket on your phone, and then you are on an individual single lane track. So there's 2 cars side by side, and you cannot pass anyone. You're going pretty slow, probably 3 to 5 miles an hour at best. And the pros, one of the major pros is that the kids can unbuckle. So we had the little one in the front seat unbuckled, and the back one was unbuckled, just ruling the roost in the back seat, having a ball. And we got good weather, so even though it was like 50 out, we had the windows down and the heat on, so we were able to kind of get a really good view of the lights. Overall, the process itself takes 30 minutes. They did allow you to tune in to a specific channel to play Christmas music. However, unlike some of the other drive-through things that we've done as families, the Christmas music just played. It wasn't lined up with the lights, and by no means was it lined up by section, where you would say go to the 12 Days of Christmas section, and then they would sing you the 12 Days of Christmas. The process, again, took 30 minutes. There was one part at the beginning where you could pull off and use restrooms. And there was one part at the very end where you could pull off and you could buckle the kids back in, but there were no restrooms, so that was a downer. And also, because that music didn't line up, that was a little bit of a eh. Keep in mind, it was a dirt lot, even though you're near Gillette Stadium, which is across the highway, like across the street practically. You're near Gillette Stadium, but you're in an empty parking lot, so there's not much to hang the lights from. So they brought in, figurines and strung them up that way. Overall, though, just it was not as nice as saying driving through a really well done neighborhood that has some awesome Christmas lights on and flashing this and that. What did you think of it?
I thought it was amazing because I had never, ever been in the car for so long ever in my life.
Yeah, a bit melodramatic. It did take us an hour and 15 minutes to get there because of where we're located versus where Gillette Stadium is located. And we got home in about an hour. So I think if we were closer, it would have been a bit better of an experience because you're only there for 30 minutes. Also, the tickets themselves were like $50 or $55, which it's 2020. That wasn't too bad for a family of 4. I did see one car that had like 10 people in it. They were doing it just right, packing that car in with as many as possible. I think if your children are over the age of 8, they will not have a good time. Personally, I think he had a good time because he's young, and it was probably the first light show of the season that we've actually seen. But I think right now the bar is set fairly low. Overall, glad we did it. Glad we went out and had fun doing it, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to those who live well outside the area. Don't make the trek to that specific one. Maybe look for others with maybe positive or better reviews than I'm giving this one. If you found this video informative, give this video a like. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of other fun winter activities planned that are going to be safe and hopefully a little bit better than this one, and give you some ideas on what you should be doing with your kids to keep them interested and out of trouble. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip.
The trip back.
You got it.
Not even broccoli or a computer or your car. You just crash your car right into a tree.
Yeah, no crashing the car. No crashing the car. We're not going to crash the car. He clearly crashed this video. It's over. We're done. It's over.
Crash.
The No Fate 24/7 channel may seem like a potpourri of review videos, but I simply cover my tricks, trips, and tribulations as I help you be great parents to your kids and still accomplish your own personal goals.